apaan?
Involved in it.
nice group today, and I guess an attempt to make myself eatable.
It's a liver dumpling, okay? Look good. Again, we're waiting for Patty to be ready to start. Okay, the mayor has to show up here, and he's here, but he'll be here up on the stage in a second.
I figured that.
It does not have 3 corners. It is not my hat. My hoot. It has 3 corners.
Try again, hot, my hoot. Hot, finish, try again. Den das ist nicht mein Hoot. My hoot, der hat, try again.
Our next song is a song that would ordinarily be sung at Mass called Zum Sanctus, or Holy, Holy, Holy.
Holy, holy, holy.
Let me hold that for you. Yeah, put it in my pocket, okay? Hey, put it in my pocket.
Now he's been walking around since I'm here. Yeah, they've been here because the Quilters at the Center went to meet him, and there's only 2 of them that talk German to him. But he must talk German.
Why would I leave?
I gotta go back down.
Did I get away? No.
was given to our group from Bolsbach, Germany, and it's from the Black Forest region, and it's called a Ballerhuta. And he gave it to me because he couldn't find a Fräulein. I'm a Frau. I'm supposed to have black balls on top of my head, but he brought one for a Fräulein, so that's what I wear.
The red Ballerhuta indicates that she's available, but I want all you fellas to know that she is not available, and I'm going to spray paint those red balls black one of these days.
The next song we're singing is Die Lorelei. And anybody knows the story of Die Lorelei, the mermaid who causes ships to wreck on the Rhine? Anyhow, we're going to sing it in German, one verse in German, then we're going to sing all the verses in English, and hopefully you understand the words, because she's really evil. She's beautiful and she's evil, right? Yeah. Okay.
Ich weiß nicht, was soll es bedeuten, dass ich so traurig bin. Aber das sollte sagen, das tut mir nicht aus dem Sinn. Die Lust ist kleines Tag, wenn ich nicht allein.
And now you know the whole story.
The next song has actions. It's a German song, but we're singing it in English. It's Oh, I Went to Peter's Flowing Stream. Join us in the actions. Our next song is Around, and we sing it in German and call it Es Dünnen die Lieder. It's a song about a song. You guys are on. Es Dünnen die Lieder. You guys are first. Our next one is a very lively song called Hort vos kommt vom draußen rein. Holy he, holy ho, actually it's called. That means you're happy.
Good afternoon. These are the fiddlers from the Limburg School District. They come from both Truman and Spearing Middle School. These students have also played at an awesome festival called the Feast of the Hunter's Moon in Lafayette, Indiana. This is our third opportunity to play. This is our third opportunity to play for you here in St. Genevieve and the Rural Heritage Days. We hope you enjoy our first song. It is called Harvest Home Hornpipe. Our next selection is a great tune called Red Wing. Featuring Amanda Meyer on the bass. like we have sound. Our next selection is Arkansas Traveler. That was a special song by Mr. Tuning. They don't like that song very much. It may come back. It's very popular where we're from. coolest part to rake some mallow, it has this thing called a double shuffle. We call it triple bow. And you recognize this a lot in fiddle music, or you hear it a lot. It's when it goes, it's a double shuffle. But when it's fast, it's really fun. I always have to teach just a little bit on our performance. Our next selection is Soldier's Joy. This is something that you hear a lot from the pipers and in a lot of colonial shows, and especially with the fife and drum corps. Soldier's Joy.
Our next selection is kind of a collaboration of different Irish tunes that I've learned of different places and from my sister, etc. And it's not really done in the traditional set fashion of 3 jigs, 3 hornpipes. It's more a motley crew assortment of Irish fiddle tunes. So we call it the Irish Thingy. And we have a little bit of Rakes of Kildare, Road to Lisdoon Varna, a really cool tune that's very unknown called Jerry's Beaver Hat, and Riley's Reel that a student taught to the fiddle group, goodness, probably 10 years ago. So enjoy our Irish Thingy. selection was made famous on a PBS special entitled The Civil War. This is Ashokan Farewell. And now the turkey's back.
And we would invite all of you to sing along with us on Amazing Grace, and may the circle be unbroken. Our cello and bassist forgot to bathe. No, I'm just kidding.
to the mic? Am I good? All right. All right, Stephanie Bell, St. John's Tourism Director, is going to step up here. Hey, now I can hear. Now I think we're talking. Okay. Stephanie is wearing a gown that is representative of the year 1845. She is a reenactor, interpreter of the character Marie Laporte, who was a prominent St. Genevieve woman in 1845. And so we have a dress from the year 1845. It is a one-piece dress. My dress is two pieces. In 1845, most of the dresses were a skirt attached to a bodice. After about 1850, the skirts and the bodices came apart. So that's what she's got. She's got an accessory chain. She's got a little watch on there. She's busy. She's got to know what time it is. Lace, a brooch, the bonnet. Every woman had a lovely bonnet. And if she wasn't rich, she only had the one bonnet. So that's why her bonnet is not made of the same fabric as her dress. You got one bonnet a year if you were lucky. If you were fairly wealthy, you could have more bonnets, but they generally didn't match her dress. So she carries a parasol. She's got her gloves. Ladies back then never had age spots on their hands like I do. Don't look at mine. And that's about it for the dress. Stephanie's going to take this dress off, and you're going to see what she has on under it. We're going to do this very, very quickly because it's cold. But let's see. Let's have Ashley come up, and you can start helping. All right, I'm going to put this down here.
That's your dollar? Okay.
Dresses in 1845 were generally hooked in the back. They didn't have buttons, which is kind of weird because most eras like buttons, but they liked hooks. And so she has a row of hooks, about 18 hooks, and because I can't ever follow directions, I made a row of thread eyes. You could make individual thread eyes, but then you have to make the hook match the position of the eye. That made me crazy, so I just made a whole row of braided thread and then battened it down, and then you can hook into wherever. This next part we're going to do as fast as we can so Stephanie doesn't freeze to death. All right, Stephanie has on a one-piece combination underwear, which is not representative of 1845. In 1845, a lady probably wore a chemise, and that's it. And so if we're taking her skirts off, we can't have that. So she's wearing she also has an 1880s dress, one of the purple dresses back here. This is definitely what she would wear under an 1880 dress, but for now we're just doing it this way because we have to be modest. She has on 3 petticoats. You had at least 3 petticoats under a dress in 1845 if you were respectable and you wanted the proper belled out shape of your dress. So the first petticoat is a smooth petticoat. It's got a tuck at the bottom to give it a little more body to help it stand out. Her next petticoat is a starched crinoline petticoat, ruffles and ruffles and ruffles. Now, if you wanted to have a humongous dress, you would just keep putting those on until your dress stood out where you wanted it to stand. Petticoats can tie or they can hook. To make it adjustable, I like to put them on ties.
Come down for a volleyball game in the valley.
No, that one can go. The first petticoat that you put on is a corded petticoat. This, if you don't have one of these on under an 1845 dress, you're dressed wrong. You have to have this. It's starched to high heaven. It's cotton muslin, 2 layers together, and then channels are sewn into it, and then cords are drawn through all of those, and then you starch the entire thing and dry it and iron it, and it will stand up by itself. In this wind, I don't think I'm going to try it, but take my word for it. All right, you can see she's got the one-piece combination underwear on. This is an 1885 look, but we're going with it today. We're now going to dress her into 1865. The first layer of an 1865 dress, especially on a cool day like this, is your modesty petticoat. This is the same petticoat that was the top layer of our 1845. A petticoat is a petticoat is a petticoat when it's plain. You can use it for whatever purpose you want. You could make one of those 1845 dresses stand out if you starched them enough, but it's much easier to have some more ruffles to get them to stand. But this is the first layer of 1865. This is the second layer of an 1865 skirt. This is a hoop crinoline. Crinoline used to mean horsehair and linen, but this one is steel, and it holds the dome shape all by itself. If you wanted a great big skirt like this in 1845, you would have to have 9 or 10 petticoats. This just takes one. All right, in 1865, the skirts started to have more of a backward sway. In 1855, they would be bell-shaped all the way around, but in 1865, you can kind of see the beginning of the bustle. It ties up behind her bum there, and it holds the skirt to sway back like that. So that's the first layer. No, this is the second layer of 1865.
See you later. See you, Francis.
And that is all you need to hold your skirt out in 1865. It was a revelation for ladies to have their legs mostly free. When you had 9 petticoats clogging up your legs, it's amazing you could walk. Women drowned because they couldn't kick their legs. You almost could live if you were in this, if you knew how to swim. The same effect as a big 1845 gown with just steel hoops and not so much starch. This piece that she's putting on now is called a chemisette. It's a little chemise. It fills in the neckline of a wide open bodice. She has a bodice that has a wide square neckline that would be suitable for an evening event. In the daytime, you kept your skin covered. And so she has a little neckline filler. We'd call it a dickie today. But it's got a collar, it's got some buttons, and it just ties around her down into the bodice of the jacket. There you can see how it fills in the neckline. This is a boned bodice. It has a bone at each of 2 darts in the front, at the side, and at the side back, and at the back. It's very heavy. It's very warm. We're glad we have a cool day today. This is a bodice that would be a little old-fashioned by 1865. The wide pagoda sleeve, that wide sleeve that you see there, was very, very popular at the late 50s, early 60s. So it's kind of old-fashioned by 65, but it's just such a beautiful silhouette, I think. Interesting thing that I learned when I was making this dress is that if you look back in time to see the dresses that have survived from that era, when they're plaid, more often than not, they're not going to be matched. The plaids won't match. If you sew and you're very, very persnickety about stuff, you want to make sure that your plaids match at all of your seams. In the 1860s, they didn't match, probably because fabric was expensive and they were going to use what they had. You see more mediocre matches than perfect matches, and you see a lot of really atrocious matches. I did not know that when I was building this dress. All right, now she needs a hat. I got ahead of myself. She needs her sleeve. She's got some skin showing. This is the Victorian era. We can't have that. Undersleeves and collars persisted clear up into the 20th century. When you wanted to keep the neckline of a shirt nice and clean, you attached a collar onto it. And when you wanted to keep the ends of your sleeves nice and clean, you could baste cuffs inside of it. So linens, underlinens, these count as underwear, not as part of the dress. It was part of keeping the dress clean. Now we need a hat. You can't do somebody else's hat pin. It's just dangerous. That is an excessively huge hat pin that I've got for. It really needs to be much, much shorter than that. But she is now dressed to go out of the house in 1865. All right, if I can get all of my antique dressed ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ferguson, to line up here, we're gonna parade across and see what we've got. Just kind of move that to the back. Yeah. That's good, yeah. Summer's going to come up. Summer's wearing a dress that's representative of a girl's dress in 1871. Children, up until the the late Victorian era pretty much dressed like their parents. If you were old enough to be out of just the dress that everybody wore until about age 7, little girls in the bustle period wore a bustle and underskirt, overskirt, and bodice. And she has a hat because nobody left the house without a hat. We have JFK to blame for that, you know, that we don't wear hats anymore. He went about without a hat. What was he thinking? All right. And here we've got a wonderful representation of what a little girl on the prairie would wear. Does anybody remember Little House on the Prairie? And Laura and Half Pint? They were, this is what they wore. You kept your head covered because it was sunny and you're going to get a sunburn on your nose if you're not wearing some sort of a brim. She's wearing a dress that has ties and tucks. So if everything ties or tucks, as the child grows, you can let out the tucks, you can loosen the ties, and the clothes will still fit. Not very many little girl clothes exist from the 1880s because they were worn out. They wore them until they fell apart, and then they made quilts out of them. Okay. This is a dress that I modeled off of a doll. I saw a picture of a doll in the Heartland Agricultural Center in Iowa that was made of lace and silk, and it just struck me as so pretty that I decided I needed to do a dress. This is an 1880s style bustle dress, 1883. We'll call it 1883. It's got a moderate bustle. She's young, so she's not wearing it quite so big. It's got the jacket bodice and the skirt. Skirts and jackets don't touch anymore. And she's wearing a hat. Everybody has to wear a hat. All right. How are those boots doing for you, Miss Sandy? Are they? She's wearing my boots. They're comfy. This is a dress that I made for the Christmas walk last year. It's made of silk and chiffon. It has the train. It's the same pattern as mine. It's got kind of a long train in the back. In the 1870s especially, women didn't care that their dress was dragging in the dirt. That's how they were doing it. So that's an 1870s pattern. It looks more 1880s from the front, but we're not going to care. It's an 1880s bodice. And she's wearing a fur hat. It was supposed to be cold last year at Christmas. It wasn't. It's a good hat for today, though, yeah? Yeah. Don't slip. Andrea is wearing a dress that I did not make, so I can't tell you about it.
Okay, now I gotta talk about my stuff.
Well, yeah, you gotta talk about your stuff.
I don't know what. You didn't tell me I had to. So.
Okay, well, here, you whisper it to my ear and I'll say it. She made it off of a fashion plate. She saw a picture and decided, I love that dress, so I'm going to make it. So let's give her a round of applause for that one. Hers is made of cotton twill, which is a very sturdy fabric. I don't think she likes it so much for a dress, but it's a very sturdy fabric to just wear. It's not going to wear out very much. She has a false low neckline on hers. She has made hers so that it has the appearance of the neckline with the shimmy set. And all of this work, how long did that work take? The black stripe work drove her insane. She was sane when I met her. She's not so much anymore. But yours is from the year, I can't remember your fashion plate. 1873 for her dress. Okay. Just to show that Andrea's not the only one who can look at a picture and make a dress. This one is from an 1874 fashion plate. This is the style of this dress is called a polonaise, when you have a jacket bodice that extends into a skirt as well. That's a polonaise. They've been calling it polonaise since the French times. If you see any of the ladies around town, ask them if they're wearing a polonaise in the French style, because it's such a pretty look, I think. She has one underskirt. She has one petticoat. The 1880s were kind to women. You didn't have to wear quite so many petticoats. But, and petticoats, that one is rather vividly colored, but that's the fabric that I had. If you had white muslin, you generally used white because you could wash the dickens out of it, and you could hang it to dry in the sun, and it would bleach back out white. Today, when I find $1 a yard fabric, that's what I use. She's got just a straw hat. In the 1870s, my hat and her hat sit very, very forward. That was the style. They just liked them like that. In the 1880s, the green dress, her hat sits more back. The 1880s went to more of a bonnet look again. We never really did wear the bonnets again, like Stephanie's 1845 dress. They never did go back to that really close-fitting bonnet. Okay. The cowboy boots were her own contribution. But I think it's so cute. Ferguson's, I think. Is that all we have left? Oh. Do you want to come up? No? Okay. He's kind of Jeremy's sort of wearing bits and pieces from all different eras. If he was steampunk, it would totally work, but we're trying to be authentic today, maybe. All right, the Fergusons here represent a motoring couple. When cars came into existence in the late 1890s, they had to have clothes to go motoring. Clothes were still very expensive, and so they didn't want to get them all filthied up by driving out through the dust. And so these are linen, long linen coats that you would button up, and that would keep your clothes much, much cleaner. They are built on just a loose silhouette. You wanted to be able to get in and out of the car, be comfortable. And they weren't really meant for warmth. They were just meant to be a covering, just keeping your clothes clean. You'd wear a hat, you'd get your goggles on, and you'd go speeding through town. Thank you. And that concludes our fashion show. I hope you enjoyed seeing what goes under an 1845 dress and an 1865 dress. Thanks.
Just an update on what we've got going on days. Still have plenty of food over here. Smells great. Haven't had a chance to eat myself, but smells great. At 2 o'clock, in the field behind us, we've got the vintage baseball. Going to be the St. Genevieve Stompers and Country Cloggers. So, ready when you are. As they're getting set up, just another thing, I keep having to remind everybody, but we are looking for some donations. We have a jug that we've got going around, asking for $1 or $2 to help support the event so we can make it better for next year.
What are they doing? They're walking around interviewing people. They interviewed some of the boys from the fiddling. Yes, he does not talk.
circle to the left, move down the hall and circle to the left, go round the ring. Walk on around the corner, lady. Then you gotta walk around your partner, then go back to the corner with the left Allen man. Here we go in a right left grand. Hand over hand and around the ring, and you meet that girl, she's a pretty little thing, so you take a little walk, go round the ring. And you get back home and you swing that girl around and around. Then ladies, sit her and back to the bar. Into the center, make a right-hand star in the middle of the town. And take that partner with an arm around, start up around a main and don't slow down. Now the men back out and the girls sweep in once and a half and turn again. Texas star in the middle of the town. Now the girls back out and the men sweep in and form that Texas star again. Now spread the star, get away out wide, and the girls duck under to the men's right to the left. Allen man with your left hand. Here we go in the right left grand. Grand, go right and left him go. Catch that lady and promenade. You take a little walk, go round the ring, and take a little walk with a pretty little thing, and you get back home, and when you get there, all eight to the center, then back to the bar. All eight to the center, make a left-hand star in the middle of the town, and move that Texas star around. Now the right-hand star, two sweet stars in the side of the town, one like Venus and one like Mars. Turn your stars, go round and round. Now the girls step in behind your partner, promenade in single file. The left-hand star, there we go. Now the men turn around and swing a little while. Swing your partner round and round. Join your hands in another little ring and circle to the left. Circle to the left and around the ring. Do an Allen man left with your left hand. Here we go in a right left grand. Hand over hand and around the ring. And you meet that girl, she's a pretty little thing. So you take a little walk, go round the ring, and you get back home with your partner. When you get back home, this lady is sitter and back to the bar. Then the men to the middle make a right-hand star in the middle of the town. Take that partner with an arm around and promenade. Now the men back out and the ladies sweep in. Form that Texas star again. Then the ladies go out and the men sweep in and form that Texas star again. Now spread that star, get away out wide, and the girls duck under to the men's right side and to the left Allen man with your left hand. Here we go in a right left grand. Hand over hand and around the ring, and you meet that girl, she's a pretty little thing, so you take a little walk, go round the ring. When you get back home, swing that girl around and round. All eight to the center and back to the bar. All eight to the center, make a right-hand star in the middle of the town. Come back to the left, make a left-hand star. Don't slow down and keep on working those girls around. Now girls roll out, make a right-hand star. One like Venus and one like Mars. Now the girls sweep in behind your partners, promenade in single file. A left-hand star, now there you are. Now the men turn around and swing a little while. Swing that girl, she's a pretty little thing. You swing that girl and we start again. Back right out and make a little ring and circle to the left. Walk on around the left-hand lady. Now seesaw the pretty little doll. Allen man left with your left hand. Here we go in a right left hand, right and left. And you hear me sing a promenade with your pretty little thing. When you get back home, swing that girl around and round. Watch her whirl. Now turn and bow to the corners. That's it.
We gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just like no man is run. Keep your foot hard on the pedal. great. Let it all hang out, cause we got a run to make. The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana, and we'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Say can't be done. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Old Smokey's got them ears on. He's hot on your trail. He ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. So you got to dodge him, you got to duck him. You gotta keep that diesel trucking. Just put that hammer down and get here. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run.
right, we're going to bring the cloggers and the stompers up for our last number. Roland is our last one. And I'd like to introduce our dancers, starting on the front row on the far left. We have Mary Keeley from Ozora Sacred Heart Elementary. Next we have Abigail Ron, sorry, from St. Genevieve Middle School. No? Yeah. Next we have Emily Greither from Ozora Sacred Heart. Next we have Jenya Zuge. She is a homeschool student. And then we have Allison Braun, who is also from Ozora Sacred Heart. On the back row, we have Vicki Eisenbeis, Patty Nager. I'm drawing a blank today. Patty Nager. We have Nicole French. We have, yeah, I got that one right. And then we have Marsha Schaefer. Sorry. This is terrible. And then we have Judy Nipper. She is from Belgrade, Missouri. And I am Joy French.
Are you sure?
I think so. And we have the St. Genevieve Stompers and Country Cloggers. We really enjoy these as much as we do. So thank you for coming.
Lay around the shack till the main train comes back, and I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms.
Check 1, 2. Thank you. Kind of hard to keep this guitar in tune with this cold. Can't hardly hang on to this pick either. Hey, here's a real old country song for you. I know not where on earth to find you. I know not how or when to start. I only know I'm here without you. I got pins and needles in my heart. The days and nights are getting longer. Since you first said that we must part, but now I know I can't forget you. With these pins and needles in my heart. See your face before me. You smile and you're heaven's work of art. But now you're smiling at another. I got pins and needles in my heart. The days and the nights are growing longer. Since you first said that we must part, but now I know I can't forget you. I got pins and needles in my heart. Player Glenn. Find you, and I know not how or when to start. I only know I'm here without you. I got pins and needles in my heart. I got pins and needles in my heart. Thank you. Here's an old polka one called the Black Mountain Rag.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, people's danced in the grass before.
Well, I may not be the best looking guy in the world, but she said it was so. Said she would follow me wherever I'd go. She told me within her arms she felt like a queen. Lily would answer all my pretty girl's dream. Lily's white lies, well, she made me believe that I was the only man that she'd ever need. I couldn't see the truth when it was there, right before my eyes. I guess I was blinded by Lily's white lies. Well, if I had the chance to do it all over again, I guess I'd do it the same. I'd fall just as fast and hard as pouring down rain. I'd let her do it one more time, bring tears to my eyes. If I could hear the whispers from Lily's white lies. Lily's white lies made me believe that I was the only man that she'd ever need. I couldn't see the truth when it was there, right before my eyes. I guess I was blinded by Lily's white lies. Lily's white lies made me believe that I was the only man that she'd ever need. I couldn't see the truth when it was there, right before my eyes. I guess I was blinded by Lily's white lies. I guess I was blinded by Lily's white lies. Thank you. Appreciate it.
They're gonna play you a good old waltz number now. Y'all gonna be at the Legion tonight? Okay. Yeah, we'll be there. It's an old Cal Smith. Hey, Leonard, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how you doing?
Key of A. Mrs. Johnson, you self-righteous woman, Sunday school teacher, what brings you out slumming? You reckon the preacher would approve where you are? Well, you standing here fisting with the backsliding Christian of a neighborhood bar. Well, yes, that's my bottle. Yes, that's my glass. See you eyeballing this pretty young lad. Ain't none of your business. Oh, but yes, she's with me. I don't need no sermon, you self-righteous woman. Just let us be. Well, the Lord knows I'm a-drinking and running around. I don't need your loud mouth. I'm farming the town. Well, the Lord knows I'm sinning, and sinning ain't right. Oh, but me and the good Lord's gonna have us a good talk later tonight. Goodbye, Mrs. Johnson, you self-righteous Betty. I don't need your pity. Out and farming the city. Just go back to whatever all you hypocrites do. And when I talk to heaven, be nice and I'll put in a good word for you. Well, the Lord knows I'm a-drinking and running around. I don't need your loud mouth out and farming the town. Well, the Lord knows I'm sinning, and sinning ain't right. Oh, but me and the good Lord's gonna have us a good talk later tonight. Yes, me and the good Lord's gonna have us a good talk later tonight. Thank you.